I'm Doreen.
And I'm Maureen.
And we're two wild and crazy girls about depression glass. We're with the Michigan Depression Glass Society in Livonia, Michigan, and we're here to show you holiday theme for the July 4th in red, white, and blue. I'm going to my pattern that I have. I actually have a few patterns here. The first pattern I'm going to show you is the panel grape. This is a collection that my mother started me off with, and as you can see, the beautiful ivy and grapes that are on there. The second plate that I have stacked up is the royal lace, and this was made by Hazel Atlas. And then I have the ruby red, and that's an anchor hocking plate. And then to top it off, I have the sherbet in the stand, and this is the royal lace. I brought with me the modern tone blue glass, a ruby red juice, and then of course you have to have your wine glass, and that's in the panel grape from Westmoreland. The reason why I brought these is because I am a cat lady. Everybody knows that. This is wine bottles that were given to me in the shape of cats, and all my friends think that they have to have this, so they keep giving them to me. Our cake plate in the Westmoreland grape panel. And then in the theme of Picnic for Two, I found this real novel thing in an estate sale. And what you would do, this is called a thermo Mopac. And what you would do is you would put your food in the ball jar, cold or hot. You would put it in the insulated container, put the lid on it, then you would open up the box, and then you would put this inside the box. And there are two in there, so you could have one hot, one cold. And then you would put this all together, and you have a little handle here that you can carry it with. And it explains in the front that you can use it for numerous things: picnics, to go to the beach, for the school, for work, trips, road trips. I did bring this picnic basket with me. The reason why is because my mother had that from the 1950s, and we used that when we were kids when we would go on picnics. And I wanted to bring my mom something that was my mother's kind of with us. So, and that's it for me.
Red, white, and blue theme. What I have here is cobalt blue, modern tone, made by Hazel Atlas in 34 to 42. This was affordable glass. I've got the cup and saucer, blue modern tone. And then my red is Janus. It has a beautiful little flame pattern on the bottom. It's made by New Martinsville Glass out of West Virginia. And here's a beautiful tumbler with the same little patterns in the bottom. And a creamer and sugar. It's nice, heavy glass. And then I'm not sure who made this. It's a corn on the cob, salt and pepper shaker for a picnic. Okay, that's all for my table setting.
Okay, I want to talk to you a little bit about the panel grape. My mother used to drag me to the dime store because she had just a few dollars left out of the grocery money, and she's going to buy herself one piece of the panel grape. I'm like, please, Mom, no more milk glass. We have plenty. We don't need any more. And she said, oh, yes, we need it all. So this part of this collection is my mother's. And when I started to collect even more when I was older, I realized that this is a very beautiful pattern that I didn't give my mother enough credit for. So if we could really look at this, you can see that the leaves and the grapes make up the panel grape. This is the creamer, and then this is the sugar container. And the reason why that there is a lace on here that I couldn't figure it out, the spoons go in there. So this is actually a spooner creamer. And then of course there was 5 different sets of salt and pepper shakers. This is just the one pedestal. Then I have an oval serving dish. My mother liked to put fruit in hers. I don't think she ever served food in it. She never had the full dinner table set. Then this is one of my favorite pieces, and this is an ivy vase. And you would put your ivy in there to start growing your ivy, and then you would put it in your dirt later on. Then I brought some of the vases. This is the hung vase. These are belled vases. There's a couple of different kinds of vases. Westmoreland did have over 200 pieces that they did make. Then this is the abrégé. If you want to come over here, these are 3 different types of covered candy dishes. This is part of a dresser set. This is the perfume with the stopper, and then this is the powdered box. I don't have the tray, and there's another piece. I have seen where they have taken the cigarette box and they've added it in with the dresser set and some of the Pinterest, and they made that into part of the dresser set. And I guess you could do that. So then back here, this is one of the pieces that I acquired when we lost our friend Flora. This I received, or I bought when I was at her estate sale. And this is the large beaded serving bowl. And of course there's the pitcher. And then we can show you a little bit later the candle holder in the corner. Let's switch over to the royal lace. Royal lace I have in blue, and this was made by Hazel Atlas. And this is a beautiful pattern. Has some of the most beautiful flowers inside and some of the most beautiful star designed. And I'm not sure if we can call it star, but I see it as a star. This is the oval serving, and then the cream and sugar. Have an oval serving dish. And then the small berry bowl. And then this is the larger serving. And you can see the beautiful pattern in this, I think mostly from this dish out of most of them. Okay, that is the royal lace.
To start on my red and blue over here, I want to hold up this beautiful piece of Duncan Miller glass. This was loaned to me from Eliza Callow, and I would call it star. I was not able to research it, but I just think it is a beautiful piece. She also loaned me the pitcher, which is ruby red. Now, what I found out in reading today is that who makes the ruby red? Royal Ruby by Anchor Hawking. Anchor Hawking would make red pieces out of other Hawking patterns, but they would always put their sticker on it. This is Anchor Hawking Ruby Red. Little glasses. This is from my Aunt Laura, a tumbler with, and then I have forgotten what the pattern of this is, but I love the little facets on the bottom. That's the same. This is Royal Ruby. And then we skip over here to Janice by New Martinsville. It has the little flame design in the center of each piece. And the cup also, very delicate. Delicate, but easy to hold also. Back here is a platter by Red Janice, New Martinsville, and it's a pretty gorgeous piece, as you can see. And I was unable to research what these red salt and pepper shakers are. Then mixed in, oh, I should mention back here, Eliza loaned me her hobnail candlesticks. And the candles Lynn and I found at a yard sale. And then this is the modern tone, the cobalt modern tone, which, as you can see, the cobalt blue is very similar to the royal lace, but modern tone was a very inexpensive glass. You could get a set for $90 a few years ago. Now there's a little sleeper here. This is not modern tone, but it's an attractive little blue platter. We were supposed to have it for club for a patriotic program, and I come to find out that this was made by Avon, but I brought it anyway. And the other Avon beauty is the little salt and pepper shakers. This was patterned after Cape Cod, I believe, and it was made for the bicentennial, and you could get a whole set of this. It's not really a collector's item. Okay, I have to tell this quick little story about Doreen and the paneled grape. When we went to Flora's house, Lynn and I were standing there trying to do a basic 4 plates, 4 cups, 4 saucers. Doreen walked in. She said, "I'll take this, and this, and this, and that, and this." Paid for it and left. The rest of us were just standing there looking. But anyway, red, white, and blue. Beautiful for the holidays. Thank you.
We would like to thank all of you for tuning in to see our presentation, but we would also like to thank Lynn, our president for the Michigan Depression Glass, and also Eliza for distributing some of the decorations, props, and also the glass. So hopefully this has inspired you to do something different with your glass and have a wonderful 4th of July.